Another important segment in floral morphology is androecium. As we had seen, there are four important components: calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Gynoecium is discussed in a separate lecture. In this section, we would talk about androecium. Now, androecium is what is also called as a stamen, and this stamen includes two segments, the filament and the anther. Now, how the filament is attached is called by different names. So adnate means the filaments runs along the back of the anther and becomes continuous to the connective. A good example is ranunculus. Basifixed means filament is fixed on the another base. In example, datura. Dorsifixed means it is attached on the back and cannot be moved. Passiflora is a good example. Versatile means it is free to swing. Grasses are good example. Then other two ones are inserted and exerted. Inserted means it is within the world of the calyx. So we call it as inserted stamen. Exerted is, that means the stamens can be seen out of the world or out of the corolla. So inserted and exerted are used in this reference. So the third one, so the first one is the calyx. The next round is the corolla. The third round is what is known as androecium. Androecium or stamen, which is known as microsporophylls, actually consist of two segments, the filament and the anther. Anther is the upper swollen part, usually have two lobes, right? Now, if it has two lobes, it is known as bithecus. If it has just one lobe, it is known as monothecus, right? So monothecus means there is just one lobe of anther. Bithecus means there are two lobes of the anther. An example where you have monothecus is what? It is Elthaica, right? Bithecus, there can be two lobes. Okay, that is an example of bithecus. Now, another important thing that we understand with the stamens is how they are actually having a cohesion, right? Now, when I say cohesion, that means if all of the filaments are united into a single bundle, we call it as monadelphous. China rose is a good example. If there are two bundles of the filaments, we call it as diadelphous. Polydelphous means there are more than two bundles. For example, castor. Now, syn, as I said, is fused, right? So, when I say syngenesis, which is an example of sunflower, the anthers are united into a bundle, but the filaments are free. Okay, so on the top, the anthers are united, but the filaments are free. Synandrous, which is an example of colocasia, which is Arabi plant. Now, synandrous is what? Synandrous, the filaments are united together in length. Not only the filaments are united, the anther is also united. And this is what is synandrous. As we have understood in gynoecium, syn is where we understand with fused, right? So all the filaments, androus means the filaments as well as the anther are fused. Syngenesis means only the anthers are fused, the filaments are separate. Monodelphous means all the filaments are united but anthers are free. Okay, so all the filaments are together but anthers are free. Okay, and that's the basic difference. So examples of these we have already understood. Now, besides this, how do the androecium attaches is again important. So androecium attaches through various ways. For example, if it attaches to the perianth, so perianth is the base. Now, if it attaches to the perianth, it is known as epiphyllous. A good example is asphodelus. The next is epipetalous, when it attaches to the petals. So epipetalous example is datura. And then you have gynaeandrous. where it is attached to the gynoecium. A good example is Calotropis. Now you might wonder, there are numerous examples that you have to remember, but that's the best thing that you can do. Remember the examples for each of those. So the examples and the type is important. Definitely you will have to rote learn, but a good technique is to just have cheat sheets and stick it on the wall. So whenever you pass by, you may make sure that you are remembering these key points again and again.